Afternoon all, here we are back in France. We've done a trailer change in Ashford. It was black as hell over there earlier on and lashing down. It was like a river running across here. But we're heading for Rungis. We've just been waiting for some paperwork for Alex Sawyer. He's here. The star of Truck and Driver magazine, front cover, Alex Sawyer. Give him a follow on Facebook. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. So, yeah, he's just gone in to get his paperwork, and as soon as he comes back, we're lighting it up for Paris. Stick with us, and I'll show you what I can round Rungis. Well, we've had a lovely run down so far. It's only 38 miles from the market, and we've done it in really, really good time. So, it's 8:30 English time, 9:30 in France at night, obviously. So hopefully the ring road won't be too busy and we'll be able to crack on round and get into the market. So that'll be really good. Alex is a bit pushed for time because he ran from the yard this morning. But as I say, if we carry on going as we are, then we've cracked it, and we'll get there within his hours and everything. So that's all good. Look at the mist rising from the, I guess it's marshes or lake or something on the left-hand side there. Beautiful. I hope you can see that cloud there. It's spectacular. It just like finishes in like a line. We're having a really good run round. There's hardly any. Well, there is traffic. It's not as busy as normal, but it is flowing extremely well so far. We've only 4 miles to go to the market, so should do that easily in well, hopefully 10 minutes. That'll get us there at 9:15 UK time, 10:15 French. That'll be spot on. Evening, folks. As you can see, it's oh dear, it's all happening here. I think they're just fly tipping, to be honest. But it's dark. It's Sunday night, which can only mean one thing. We are in Rungis. There is myself, Alex, Nick and Lee, at least, and maybe another one here, so there's 4 of us. So we may see some of the lads on the way round. Anyway, my first one is round the corner here at Patrick's, or the Offal Bay, or to give it its proper name, I believe, Sawyer, where there is usually a queue, but tonight there isn't, which is excellent news. We pull up to the end here, and then if there's nobody on a bay, we can back straight on a bay and take the notes in and start getting tipped. So we'll just have a quick look, and there's Lee. I think that'll be Lee on a bay, and with a bit of luck, I'll take that second bay there. Should be gusty. There's the police making their way away. This is one of the nicest bays to tip on. They're a good set of lads inside, helpful, decent, speak to you properly. Yeah, just a nice set of guys. So anyway, I'll open my doors and get on a bay and get sorted. There we are. That's the first one off in Sawyer. We now go round to a company called Sawyer, which is all the way around the bottom end of what's called the alley, where we'll be going later on. And again, as soon as there's an empty bay, back on, take your notes in, get yourself tipped, and hopefully we'll be away from there in good time. I've got, I'm hoping I've got one down the alley, as I say, that will take everything off. However, I've got a drop on that he may be awkward and not take off, and send me to the other side of the alley to tip the last one, but we shall have to see what we shall see. There's the alley straight in front. Now I want to approach the bays so I can back on the driver's side. So what I'm going to do is go back past where I was parked, and as you go around the corner I can reverse onto the bays on the driver's side to make it a bit easier. And in fairness, it's not normally busy around here. You'll see headlights anyway, and I can just pull over to one side to avoid any hassle, like for this fella. So I'll just wait here for a moment for him to pass. As soon as he's passed, we can continue around. Thank you, man. Yeah, we can continue around, and hopefully there'll be a spare bay and I can back on the driver's side. Anyway, we'll have a word with him and find out what he's doing. I backed on the bay there and went inside, tipped the pallets, stacked them up, dropped the bay back down, dropped the ramp, and 35 minutes later he still hasn't signed the paperwork or checked the goods off. So I said I'll go away and come back. Hopefully I can back on a bay up here. They'll start tipping it, and with a bit of luck, by the time I do get back, he'll have seen fit to do the paperwork. But the best thing is, they treat you like dirt, absolute dirt. They should be disgusted at themselves. You ask them a question, they don't give you a decent, proper answer. They're just horrible people. Anyway, we'll see how we go on here. This is one of the better bays, but you can see how close that guy is. Mine's a bit further away, but again, the obstacles at the back here are these low bars that rise up there. So if we've rear lockers on, which I haven't on this one, I've got a tyre rack, but if we have rear lockers on, then you can see how they get damaged. And as you can see there, this guy on the right of the screen now is not likely to get past with his door open, pinned back against his trailer. So what we always advise is back past and then shut your door and then go forward. So here's one of the bays we unload on. As you can see, they've got half sides of beef, quarters size of beef, lambs, half lambs, all sorts. A bit gory, but there we are. That's what we do. What you eat. Well, some of us. Well, old matey boy wasn't happy there. I handed the paperwork in, went to Sawyer's colleague, who said, yeah, no problem, you can unload. And I unloaded and I stuck him out to one side, out of his way, plenty of room. Then he comes in and starts firing into me. So we had a few little words, and he said, next time you wait for me. So I said, yeah, no problem, next time I wait for you. I said I thought I was helping, but obviously not. So next time I won't help. So we've got our little chit. We need to go back up to his office, which I'll do in a moment, because for now I need to pick my paperwork up from these guys, hopefully, who should by now have done checking and everything. We shall see. So I'll nip back in and see these now. Yeah, I'll nip back in and see these, and then go up the top of the alley again and pick up the paperwork from that one I've just done. Well, in all that time, he literally only checked off 2 of the 4 pallets. So in the time it's taken him to check off those pallets, I've gone and got another probably 10 pallets off in a drop up here and gone back to him, and he's only done half his job. Absolutely pathetic. Which is a shame, really, because apart from the bays being awkward to back on, this isn't such a bad place. Right, there we go. Just a couple of minutes with old matey boy there. And paperwork done. So that's us done in the market. Good night, really. We've got one south of the market now. So to get there, we go out the market and we drop back onto the road.
At the roundabout,
the ring
take
road
the second exit to
that we used in the last couple of videos. If you remember, I said we were driving past Rungis and then we turn off. Come on, mate.
At the roundabout, take the second exit to Boulevard Coulerest.
That's good. He's going that way. We turned off. Sorry, we drove past Rungis and then we carried on the ring road and went round a curve and swung down to the left towards the A6, A10, which is exactly where we're going now, out past where this delivery point is. So hopefully
take the slip road on the right toward
we're
Bordeaux.
normally there pretty sharpish. I guess 20 minutes or so from here, that's all. Not bad. Come on, lights. There we go. Yeah, so we'll drop down on the ring road here and head out to our next drop. Right, there we go. One of the better tips. 4 pallets. There's Lee just leaving. He just had 1 pallet. But I had my 4 pallets. Tipped, paperwork back, job done. Well, I don't know. Quarter of an hour maybe. As it should be. Anyway, I'm going to shut the back doors now. I've been pulled off the bay. We've got to make our way round to northern Paris, back up past Rungis, out towards Charles de Gaulle Airport, and join the A1, and then it's first junction off the A1. I haven't done it before. It's new drop, which is a bit of fun, isn't it? There we go. That's the last one off. Then we had to wait just over an hour for them guys to come in, but they were straight on the back of me and tipped less than 10 minutes. We've now got the 156 miles to run up to our collection point, where we're going to do a trailer change in Belgium. So that should be probably 3 hours-ish.
At the roundabout, take the second exit to D370.
52, it's exactly 3 hours, but I'm not sure we'll be able to maintain such a good speed. But yeah, we'll be up there in decent time anyway. And then, depending on the trailer change, we'll either head to C40 at Calais or Ashford. It started raining now. It's there's all the runway lights for Charles de Gaulle Airport. All the lights for Charles de Gaulle Airport. Yeah, it started raining now. It's pretty miserable and cold. It says 13 degrees.
At the roundabout, take the second exit to Boulevard du Parisi.
So, we're on the outskirts of Lille, and we can't transit through Lille to get to Belgium. So we have to follow the signs for Gand or Ghent, which you can see on the signs above us. And we just follow the signs for Gand, as I say, Ghent, which is only a couple of miles from here.
In 1 3/4 miles, take the exit on the right toward A17, then keep right.
So yeah, we follow the signs to Ghent. It swings us off to the right and just does a big loop back up onto the road up on top, and then it's a straight run up to our collection point up at Ardui. We just come off the motorway and pick up the slip road that takes us onto the A road that, leads us into towards the village of Ardui, and we're just past a big factory there. So I'll probably show you this loop that goes round and up onto the top, and then the next thing will be up at the factory collecting our trailer. Right, so there was no trailer loaded for us, and what we've had to do is pick the trailer up, weigh it off, go get it loaded, weigh it back off again, wait for the paperwork, and we've now set off. Currently leaving me with really tall order to get everything done now in a 13-hour day, probably with a couple of minutes either side. So I'll either just do it or literally just go over by the odd minute. So hopefully we'll get no delays and I can get there, because Well, we made it. 4 minutes to spare. And there we are, leaving C4T in Calais. Got a message saying they tried to rebook the load, but it wasn't possible, so they just want me to take it back to the yard. So we've got a nice early start this morning. Up for the train, hopefully beat the traffic around the M25. Drop this trailer off in the yard, plug it into the electric, and see what we're doing from there. Here's something a bit different. We've been called in, as everybody has, to the sheds on the left hand side, just as you go through passport control, for the dogs to have a check. So they have a sniff around the trailers and all the rest of it, which is good because they're doing their job and checking for immigrants and all the rest of it. So that helps us out. I have to fill in a form to say that we've done checks such as this on each trip that we come back into the UK. So just filling that in now with the time and all the rest of it. That confirms that we've checked the trailer underneath, we've checked the seals are in place, we've checked it's locked, checked the padlocks are on, what time we've done the check, whether we've done x-ray or dogs or whatever. Just to protect us and the company, because the fines are, as you're aware I'm sure, absolutely horrendous. So we'll go through here excuse me, and then up to the ticket booth. They'll tell us which lane to queue in, and we'll be queuing then for the train. So hopefully it won't be bad. The queues have been good this morning just getting to here, so hopefully they'll be okay. That's us, up through the check-ins and the scanners and everything, and in the lanes, just waiting for the next available train. Here we are then, back in the UK. Let's head for base. Well, that was a pretty good run down the M25 and down the M4 to Bristol. 2.5 hours early for my drop, and they said, yeah, no problem, just give us 5 minutes, back me on a bay, and 8:45 I'm pulling out of there empty, done. So that's about it for this trip. I'm heading up to one of our customers in South Wales, just picking up a trailer to do a trailer change with somebody later on this afternoon, or that's the plan I'm told, though I have a feeling I may end up with the trailer myself, which is back for Rungis again, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for this video that'll just about wrap it up. That's me done. Thanks very much for watching, and catch you next time.